Undisputed heavyweight champion Mike Tyson defends his IBF, WBA, and WBC titles against the #1 contender Tyrell Biggs.
Biggs has been trying to make the transition from an amateur to a professional, to being more aggressive. You can't win in here unless you take some shots, take some risks.
You know, he quotes Joe Frazier, actually, as he comes into the ring when people criticize his height, that he's too small, and he says Frazier believed he was big enough to get the job done, and that's all that counts. Mike Tyson, of course, 31-0, 27 knockouts.
Until he won the title, actually, he hadn't fought anybody more impressive than Biggs has fought to this point.
Expect Tyson to jump right on Tyrell Biggs.
3 questions that Mike Tyson really has to answer. Can he cope with a clever boxer? Can he survive a heavy puncher? And can he persevere when he's hurt?
You notice right from the start, Tyson is applying the pressure, trying to slow his man down. I'm seeing more jabs from Mike Tyson than I've seen in the past. I see a lot of movement on the part of Tyrell Biggs. Good lateral movement. Those hands should be up a little higher because, again, the hand speed of Mike Tyson is very good.
You have said that Biggs has to go side to side to win the fight, Ray?
Go side to side, give your man angles, throw the jab like he's doing now, not to let Tyson set up.
Tyson also said that he has found a pattern in Tyrell Biggs that he feints to the right before the punch actually is thrown.
Well, whatever he does, the fact that Tyson has to set up to get that kind of leverage. See, a good snapping jab is very effective. Whether or not Biggs can keep this up is yet to be seen. It's not time to be pretty in here, it's just time to frustrate this man. And that's what they want from Biggs. Good, consistent jab.
And along the lines of patterns, Biggs feels that Tyson actually bobs in a pattern 4 times, and then he comes up with his head.
See, wait, now here, you saw how Tyson walks in with that crouching style to deliver a shot. He's trying for the head. Now we see him head hunting from Mike Tyson. He can't get into that.
That was a good shot by Tyson.
Get off the ropes, tie your man up. That's the way. Get him back into the center ring. Use the jab again. And come with that right hand.
That was a quick little overhand right by Tyrell Biggs.
Biggs now is talking to Tyson. Again, Barry, he's trying to frustrate him. But I don't like his hands down that low. Hooks.
Keep him up, Mike. Keep him up.
Body shot by Tyson. Teofilo Stevenson, and I admit it was 5 years ago, but he really bothered me.
There's the hook. Again, because his hands are down. He's moving right, but he keeps his hands down too low. Tyson has very quick hands for a big man.
Tyson's equipment here in just a moment as it has come loose.
Biggs is starting to become a stationary target, which is wrong.
Right hand by
Bad
Tyson.
move.
A little bit of blood inside the mouth of Tyrell Biggs.
I don't know if Biggs can fight a perfect fight, but he fought about as perfect a round. And as punch stat showed or confirmed, that was a very good round, using the left hand as well as he can. That is exactly what Biggs must do to stay in this fight. Can Tyson neutralize the jab?
You see, Biggs was doing great the first 2 minutes of the first round, keeping that jab consistent, moving lateral, giving angles. But then the last maybe 45 seconds of the round, Barry, he stopped, became stationary target. The hands again, which I think is a major mistake because of Tyson's hand speed. And Tyson throws his punch, he loops his right hand.
As Biggs did have a round and did fight according to his fight plan, but he still took some strong shots from Tyson.
But see, now Biggs again Barry is starting to stand there and exchange toe-to-toe, like I said earlier. You can't do that. Tyson's punches come so fast with so much velocity behind them. It's devastating.
And want to slug it out when he's been stunned. And that could be suicide.
And the way that Biggs is moving to his right, that's wrong because of the hook of Mike Tyson. He'll run right to the left hook. I have not seen that yet.
And the game plan was for Biggs rather to move to his left.
And that's going to help bring those hands down even lower.
Remember, Stevenson broke 3 ribs of Tyrell Biggs.
I'm looking for a left hook, Barry. I really am, because look at the right hand of Tyrell Biggs. That's the uppercut, and the right hand does the most damage.
There was a big right hand, best punch of the fight.
That was the left hook, Barry. That was the left hook I was talking about. Now, if Biggs should make it back to his corner, I'm sure Georgie Bennett will say, keep those hands high. But the fact of the matter is, the right hand's down, Biggs, the left hook has been scoring. And it rocked Biggs.
And here is Tyson's most effective punch. Biggs has been on his flat-footed more in this round than he was in the first round. Got nailed with the left hook. He has shown in the past that he takes a good punch. You don't want to take too many from Tyson.
So Kevin Rooney wants Mike Tyson to jab a little bit more. And Biggs starts the 3rd round backing up a little bit.
Good stiff jab by Mike Tyson. Tyson will constantly apply pressure to Biggs. Keep working his body and working the jab like Kevin Rooney stated. People don't realize this, and I learned this from Angelo Dundee. It's not about how long your jab is. The fact that you have a jab, use it. That offsets someone else's jab.
Another left hook.
A lot of leverage. 1-2. You see it. Steps in. You have to time his movement. 1-2. Again, same thing. 1-2. And he throws it.
And a body shot with the left hand. And now the cut over the left eye, and it's pretty bad.
It's the same eye, the same cut.
And another big left hand, and Biggs is hurt. Now he gets out of there. A lot of blood from the left eye of Tyrell Biggs.
That's the same thing probably happened with terrible mistake.
That's something you pointed out before the fight. And now it's Tyson just hammering him.
That's a nasty cut. The blood is seeping to the eye. It's going to require a lot of work in the corner of Tyrell Biggs to stop that bleeding.
The cut is right above the eye. It's exactly in the same place as the last one.
I don't know what happened. All that gym work has gone down the drain because he's not boxing, he's not using his tools. He's trying to outmuscle Mike Tyson, which is not his fight plan.
And there's a huge left hand. And I don't think I have to tell you what a finisher Mike Tyson is.
See if we can catch it as it happens. That's the punch that apparently sliced Bay open. Excuse me, Tyrell Biggs.
It's the same right hand, Larry, that was thrown by David Beck.
Let's remember that Biggs has fought his best when he's been in trouble.
But I think it's fair to say that he's not in there against David Bay tonight. Right hand body shot and the left hand behind it by Tyson.
Mike Tyson is not just loaded up with one punch. He's trying to put his punches together. He's trying to put together combinations. A mistake he made with Tony Tucker.
Tyson Ray, to me, seems to be a little bit more patient tonight.
Yes, in fact, he is a little more composed picking his shots. But again, I don't know why they don't pick it up in Biggs' corner. The way Tyson steps in and leaves his chin so vulnerable. The way I see it now, Mike Tyson has made Biggs fight his fight.
So far, the cut has not been any worse, and remember, it was a pretty good job done by Ace Murata as cut man in the fight with David Bay, but again, Tyson just putting all the pressure on, having it his way.
Didn't seem like Mike was a good short uppercut by Mike Tyson. A little more body movement from Tyrell Biggs now. Start throwing some uppercuts.
He took a big left hand there. And another.
The cut has reopened again.
Does it happen, Ray, that a fighter like Biggs in this case tonight will go into a fight with a game plan, and almost from the opening bell, he'll just let that game plan go away?
His game plan. He works the body with that right hand. He drills a hard right hand to the body and comes up with a good left hook.
But Biggs is doing almost everything exactly the opposite of what he said he was going to do. Huge left hand there by Tyson. And a combination by Tyson, a left and a right behind it. Getting to be a mismatch. And so we start the fifth round, and Tyson is right on his man. I don't know if Tyrell's going to recognize himself when he wakes up tomorrow morning.
I don't know what that was a second ago by Tyrell Biggs. This is somewhat disappointing for Biggs' corner because he has more talent than what he's showing tonight. The left hooks has been consistent and very, very accurate with Mike Tyson.
But they're there for good reason, right?
Well, Tyson, because look what you have in front of you. The fact that Biggs is not doing what he worked on. He just forgot about his game plan, totally abandoned it. Mike Tyson, he's doing what he does best. Work the body, work the head.
He's leaving himself completely open for the left hook.
Well, I think this is a good education for the public because for any boxer, or puncher rather in particular, you have to be consistent, keep those hands high.
And again, that cut over the left eye has opened up. There is swelling.
Biggs he has to work something out, which is actually the left jab to break that rhythm and stop the momentum of Mike Tyson. He continues, Barry, to allow Mike to dominate.
And again, bleeding from the mouth as he has been since the first round. Not a pretty sight.
He subjects himself, Biggs does, to standing toe-to-toe and being actually a punching bag. More knots and bruises because Tyson is hard. Good body shot by Mike Tyson.
In Tyrell Biggs' corner, and look long and hard at that cut in the last round, and you're going to see him again. Tyson hit on a break that time.
I'm telling boxing, it's a boxing match, not a wrestling match. When I say break, you don't break, understood? You understand, Mike, Joe? Let's go. Come on.
That cut looks even uglier. I'm sure the doctor will look at it.
Bloody Friday. Lou Duba is doing everything possible to inspire Biggs.
And Biggs holding on a great deal now. There was a right hand by Tyson. And another.
Biggs, you have to say, he takes a good shot, but this was not necessary. I mean, I figured that Biggs would make this fight a little easier for him. Instead, he abandoned his tactics in Mike Tyson's fight. I love those body shots there. Tyrell Biggs. And what Mike wants him to be is a stationary target.
Tyson's fought an excellent fight so far.
I like Tyson because now he's putting his combinations together. He's not loading up anymore.
And he's also showing a lot more patience. He was a guy who would just get in there and go for the quick kill and try to do it, generally speaking, with one punch.
You know what's happening here? Actually, Biggs is just wearing down, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. It's like chopping a tree down. It's the same principle. He's wearing, Mike Tyson's wearing his man down. Seldom does Biggs retaliate. Very seldom you see Biggs come back with a combination of his own.
These two, of course, go back a long way, all the way back to amateur days. Another left hand, and there's a great shot. Biggs is in trouble.
He's been pounded on. His legs don't look steady.
D'Amato, the mentor of Mike Tyson, used to put numbers on the different fight combinations, and Kevin Rooney is Tyson's disciple.
He said, if your legs are gone, stand there and fight him. Stand toe-to-toe and fight him, because you don't see movement.
He hasn't had movement, actually, for past 2 or 3 rounds. And just to further that point, in the last round, our punch stat figures, Tyrell Biggs threw 15 punches, Ray.
And those body attacks by Mike Tyson, I mean, he gets his whole body, a lot of leverage. I've seen that many uppercuts from Tyrell Biggs.
Now, that was his game plan. I mean, that was something he said he had to do. Shown any more blood.
I noticed when Tyson comes in, Biggs tries to stand his ground and throw a right hand, trying for one punch.
And he's never, there's a right hand that just caught Biggs off balance.
And just trying to protect himself.
Biggs, of course, has never been known as a guy who could put a man away with one punch. He dropped Snipes with a good right hand, but he didn't put him away.
The elbow there from Tyson. Oh, that punch.
That was a tremendous left hand.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How do you feel, Cole? Okay?
Oh, this is it.
He is gone right now. He has no legs at all. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again. It's over. It's all over. And it wasn't even close.
Tyson's credit. He's the one who makes it happen. He makes it happen with his pressure, and no matter what an opponent's plan is, that plan disintegrates.
Boom, the left hook again. The left hook clip, bang. Boom, bam.
Body shot.
Boom.
With a record of 42 wins, only 1 defeat, with 36 big wins coming by way of knockout. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with 20 wins, no losses, 2 no contests, with 6 wins coming by way of knockout.
Yeah, he said, even if you can't be a champ, you can make a lot of money. This business isn't always about hitting or getting hit. Get in there, box, and move. Walk around a fighter like Mike Tyson. Don't be intimidated.
And here we go, and Mathis just falling down, not being struck by Tyson, who himself missed on a left uppercut to begin things here.
A little back up on Mike Tyson. A fighter doesn't have as much power backing up.
Oh, and another miss tonight. Be defensive, and again, Tyson continues to miss. And missing again, and missing again.
Foreman, he said he was a good slipper.
But you know, in those punches of that Peter McNeely fight,
224 pounds. Tyson connects right there, and Mathis comes back.
Jumping in, jumping out, pressing Mike, staying inside. We'll see what happens when he gets hit, though.
Body punches. There's a shot by Mike Tyson with the left.
but tonight he's doing a good job slipping.
Tyson. Mike switched to southpaw and threw like a right jab.
Philadelphia Spectrum. We are through with round 1, and Buster Mathis has lasted.
To try to avoid punches.
Here comes Tyson now, connecting with the left jab and coming with the right. And again, this movement, that slipping we talked about before. And again, Tyson coming.
Says that he is physically stronger now. Oh, low blow from Buster Mathis.
Going up against a guy almost shorter.
Which is something he's not only not used to, but not as good at. And here you see some quick combinations by Mathis.
There is no quit in Buster Mathis. Game young man.
No one thought that Buster Mathis Jr. would last through round one. He has done that, and he is halfway through round two. Tyson misses again with the left.
From the southpaw
stance.
stance.
The left, and he comes with the right.
You turn your palm in and throw that uppercut. Both of them trading them.
Counter punch, and there's a body blow.
Oh, he'll feel every punch tomorrow.
Oh, and there is a nice right uppercut. And then Tyson counters himself. Now exchanging blows. Between two big heavyweights, and surprised that Buster Mathis Jr. has lasted into the third round against Mike Tyson.
Combinations behind the jab. Whoa.
Tyson missing twice with the right. Oh, and Mathis felt that right there.
Frank Cappuccino separating the two. They're staying close.
Body punches, and Mathis trying to fight his way out of it.
Oh, you can hear him too.
And a miss by Tyson.
Mike's loading up a little too much. Buster can see some of them coming. He's getting out of the way of most of them.
Frank Cappuccino.
Oh, Tyson caught him with the right uppercut right there.
Use that right-footed pivot. Swing around on your opponent's side and then crack.
Oh, he got a right uppercut. Another right uppercut. And down goes Mathis.
There is the record for Michael Spinks. He hasn't lost a fight in 12 years.
Michael Spinks is a winner.
The young champion, as he and his entourage make their way. A much smaller group than the one which brought Spinks into the arena, and of course, as always, no shirt, no robe, no accoutrement. Like Michael Spinks, Mike Tyson is unbeaten as a professional fighter. The period of inactivity, 97 days, relatively brief for a heavyweight or for any pro.
A record of 34-0, and that doesn't count his recent bouts with his wife and his manager. I do think that this fight will be decided by two things: how Michael Spinks can deal with the extreme pressure that Tyson puts on a fighter.
I see that Michael Spinks is a little tight. His legs are not as loose as they normally have been in the past. Now watch Tyson jump right into his chest. Michael Spinks getting a little movement. Keep those hands high. Very, very high.
Stepping in. Various opponents have complained that Tyson rocks them with elbows along the ropes in close.
You see the tactics used by Michael Spinks now. He's throwing his jab, but he has to keep those hands extremely high. Watch for the uppercuts too.
Tyson not afraid, as we expected, and Spinks ready to mix it up with him. Tyson along the ropes doing damage.
Michael Spinks has to keep moving because every shot. Oh,
uppercut landed inside, and Spinks went down. It was the left uppercut.
I was surprised there was a body shot that put him to the canvas.
And that is the first time Michael Spinks has ever been down in a professional fight.
And he's down again and in serious trouble. A right hand right on the chin.
6, 7, 8. He's not going to make it. It's all over.
Here is the champion of the WBC and WBA, Mike Tyson. He is all business. He, of course, has won all 30 of his fights. Kevin Rooney, the man we spoke of a moment ago.
Anybody in the world, sort of like somebody trying to foist a spokesman on Lee Iacocca.
And Tyson's entrance into the ring literally being heralded. And there, of course, is the record that we spoke of. 27 knockouts. Tony Tucker has come into the ring. He sprinted into the ring. Well, whether he sprints out remains to be seen. He's won 34, not 35.
There's a line in the movie Full Metal Jacket. You can talk the talk. Can you walk the walk? It's time for Tony Tucker now to walk the walk.
Or run the run, as it were. And we'll see what kind of tactic Tucker takes.
I was expecting Mike Tyson to jump right on Tony Tucker. Tucker, I had figured that he should at least tie his man up, try to frustrate Mike Tyson.
But is he strong enough to do that?
Well,
that was a good right hand by Tucker. That might have been the best shot that Mike Tyson has ever taken right there.
Did you notice that uppercut blocked Mike Tyson? He may have seen something. Technically speaking, no one gave Tucker a chance. But there are miracles here. What do you see in Mike Tyson? And we always felt that he was susceptible to take jabs, but I think what Tucker saw in Tyson was the uppercut. He was susceptible to...
Stopped by a punch.
What happened then was the best thing that Tucker could have done.
Tucker said when we talked to him, he said, I'm not worried about what he's going to do to me. I'm worried about what I'm going to do to him. That's confidence. And another right hand by Tucker. There was a left hand by Tyson.
With sheer motivation here. A lot of confidence.
Yeah, he said he likes being the underdog, even though it's the first time he's been one. Probably since he was an amateur.
You know what's happening? Every time Mike reaches in, Tony comes with the right hand.
Another thing you have to say about Tucker, frankly, I didn't think he fought that well, but it was against James Broad. Against Douglas, he fought a little bit better. And now we'll see what he can do against certainly the best.
Here we go, Clint, here we go.
Again, a right hand, but he took a right from Tyson. And another big right by Mike Tyson. Did a very good first round for both men, and particularly for Tucker. There's a great left hand at the bell by Tyson.
Well, Tony Tucker is a 10-to-1 underdog. He wasn't 10-to-1 in that round.
You gotta go to the body first. But just like that in the end, you start to pick it up a little bit. You gotta come alive a little bit. You understand me? Yeah, how you feel? You feel right? Relax yourself. Right there in the end, that's where you gotta fight the guy. You gotta go to the body first, then up to the head. Don't look for the one shot to the head. Go to the body.
The balcony here at this place. We'll show you a picture of him later on.
Go to the body. Don't look for the one punch to the head.
He's putting 3-4 punches together. And he's following up with left uppercuts, left hooks.
Led with the left uppercut that time.
Just has to keep those hands high. That's very important.
Well, you know, Ray, I hearken back to your fight with Marvin Hagler, where after
surviving the first round actually can turn the tables around in a fighter. It gives him the confidence. And again, well, like in Tony Tucker, Barris, in fact, he's throwing one. He's using his height, his reach.
Good body shot by Tyson. That's exactly what Kevin Rooney was telling him to do in the corner.
Not let Tyson work that body. Tyson's trying to slow Tucker down by body shots.
Tyson's not telling him to jab to box. He's telling him to jab to get inside.
That was a good example of this in the face of Tony Tucker. He really wants to frustrate Mike Tyson.
There was a left hand by Tyson, but it did not appear to hurt Tucker.
You're making a miss real good. You gotta come up punching right away.
This is the third round. A lot of people did not think it would go this far.
You can't allow Mike Tyson to punch inside. Now we need to see some jabs by Tucker. And some lateral movement, which we see now. And catch him, try to catch Tyson coming in with his head.
Mills Lane, very take charge as a referee. No nonsense guy. Tucker with another left hook to the head of Mike Tyson.
Got his man up and got out of the corner.
There was a good right hand again by Tucker. In close, catching Tyson on the way in.
He's finished with the left hook, Barry.
What's allowing Tony Tucker to get that hook and that uppercut in?
Born in with coming in with his head. The uppercut has been doing a...
There was a good left hand, and that staggered Tony Tucker.
But the fact of the matter is, frustration is what it caused. It creates frustration in the fight.
Tactics of Tony Tucker, but I'm not sure you don't disagree with those.
I don't
tactics.
disagree at all, because Tony's been tying this man up.
There was a good right hand by Tucker again.
But they're uppercuts, Barry. You notice they're uppercuts.
One punch at a time, he makes you miss it, then he pops it at one time, you understand? You gotta use your jab, you gotta box him a little bit, you understand? Get the bounce in your leg, 7-7 combinations, you gotta combinate. You gotta throw the combination, you're just looking for one shot.
We start the 4th round. And in Tyson's corner, they
not look for one punch. And that's where normally Tyson's able to dominate his opponent, because he throws a barrage of punches. Not one punch, because one punch normally is not going to do it. You see the intensity in Tony Tucker.
There was a big left hand by Tyson, and that was the one big punch. And another one.
You see, this is what Tyson wanted. He wanted Tucker to stand there and exchange punch for punch. In this case, normally Tyson comes out on top.
Get him up, Tucker, come on.
As well or not, Tucker can withstand this type of pressure.
Get him up, Mike, come on.
Tyson needs to use his. The jab of Tony Tucker is starting to work again. Take it downstairs sometime. He needs to throw a jab downstairs, bring it back up to the head.
There's a right hand again by Tyson, but Tucker appears unhurt again. Definitely has his legs back under him after being hurt earlier in this round. Another good shot. And Tyson with another left hand.
He's just trying to slow that movement down. That movement seems to be affecting Mike's punches, because he's not able to get his punches in there.
That he did throw right behind it.
But Tyson's starting to double his punch up a little bit more on the chin of Tony Tucker.
You know, something that could become a factor that you never thought would have is the fact that this, originally you'd have thought that's sort of like making war and peace.
That Tony Tucker has initiated respect. He stood his ground. He rocked Mike Tyson the first round with a beautiful uppercut. So there's mutual respect here. Good hand speed by Tony Tucker. I just don't like when he stands there and exchange punches.
Tyson got the better of that exchange. Tyson's fought has either run or stood right in front of him, and he said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move and I'll be firing. And through the first 3 rounds at any rate, I'm not so sure about the 4th, but the first 3 rounds, exactly what he did.
Very inviting for a counter right hand, a lead-off right. There's the left hook. But you know, it's the left hand of Tony Tucker.
Virtually all night, and even when he threw the jab.
Directly in front of Tony Tucker. And that's why Tony's able to get those punches off. He should be giving a little more head movement. Left, right, left, right. Be less of a target.
By Tyson.
That was a right hand, Barry, but you know the Tucker and get him out of there.
There was a right hand by Tyson. Left missed, right was right there.
To the side, do something different. You're coming straight and you let him run around. He's running around. You gotta change it up just a little bit, you understand? More jabs, more jabs, bad intentions. Jody Point with bad intentions.
You get the feeling from Tucker's corner, Ray, that they think this fight is winnable.
Did you see that?
You can understand now, Ray.
A lot of people.
Right hand by Tyson.
Tucker's corner want him not to tie his man up, which I think is a good move. because it doesn't allow Tyson to punch. But instead, they wanted to push Tyson off and go at him, which I think could be a costly mistake. Mike Tyson's perpetual motion. He's always coming, so you have to break his rhythm, either with a jab or to tie him up and break that rhythm.
I haven't seen anybody be able to push him off.
By pushing a man off.
Right hand by Tyson, back Tucker up between Rooney and Tyson.
Tyson's just walking his man down, trying to catch up with him. But instead, here, Tucker is moving to his right. And what Mike has to do is foot move, because I didn't expect that much from him. But the fact of the matter is, it's making matters very, very tough for Mike Tyson to get inside.
Tyson looks right now like he's in it for the long haul here. And there was a big right hand. Tucker says, no, I'm not hurt. I've always found that to mean I'm hurt.
That right hand landed because, again, the habit that Tucker makes is dropping his left hand at his side.
And he took another right hand, got cute, and paid the price.
I think he's watched my fight before.
Yeah, I think he has too. I think his timing is not as good as yours.
Very good. Now, a little spring in the leg, a little bounce into them legs, and using that jab the same way. And that right hand, you see, you hit him with the right hand. You got to do more of that. He's a difficult guy to fight. He's moving. Whenever you get close, he grabs. I haven't seen him punch out once yet.
Let's take a look at that right hand that Mike Tyson got in. There you see him use the left hand just as a way to get in, and then firing the right behind it. Now this is good fighting now that he's settled down. The great fighters don't go out looking for a quick knockout. The great fighters go out and fight, and when the opportunity for the big punch comes in, they take it. That little bit of insolence he had at the start of the fight to establish himself doesn't seem to be there anymore. He has to go on the attack.
But again, you notice the movement of Tucker's really throwing Tyson off, not allowing him to get inside and be effective.
Tyson's jab in the last 3 rounds has been effective in allowing him to get inside on Tony Tucker. It's not a jab like Tucker's. Tucker predominantly a boxer, and Tyson, of course, a banger.
And we see Tucker trying to, but Tucker's really doing a fantastic job.
He hasn't been as tense and tentative he was in the fight with Douglas. He appeared to be as loose throughout most of this fight.
No, I would agree. He's very relaxed. I think what did it was that first round when he rocked Mike Tyson. He said, hey, I can punch too.
Well, in fact, in that first fight, he got a cramp in his left arm in the first round. A knot actually formed. It was with him the whole fight. And he feels it was just from tenseness.
Also, he wants to prove that he is indeed a great fighter.
You know, another thing that I feel we should at least point out here is there was a rumor in Las Vegas boxing circles, but there was a rumor about Tyson's, or rather Tucker's right hand, that he had injured his right hand, and that's why he backed off.
Not in a heavyweight. They don't throw those kind of punches.
Once again, Tucker trying to get cute, and again getting the worst of it, and still mugging with Tyson, which brings the crowd alive.
Well, when you do that, and I know from experience because I invented it, you got to be very careful because you're so vulnerable for a counter punch.
Here we go.
That 7th round with Tony Tucker being animated on his antics, the key to that is the fact from a psychological standpoint with the fighters intimidating this Hagler. I mean, I'm sorry, Hagler's on my mind now. But Tyson, it really affects a fighter. And I'm sure Tucker thinks it's going to work for him.
Well, it is a fact. Tony Tucker has watched the tape of the Sugar Ray Leonard Marvin Hagler fight on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, it was only half worked.
But if you analyze it though, Barry, actually he's doing what I did to Hagler.
Yeah, but you did that and made the punch count, and he did that and got hit.
Well, the key is doing what you have to do.
Over left hand.
Okay, I like that in Mike Tyson because he's throwing combinations again. But whenever he looks for one shot, he's talking for a long, long night.
I've seen him throw the right hand in anger since the middle of the...
Well, in a fight of this intensity, this magnitude, when you're fighting, you really don't feel it because your adrenaline is flowing and you don't feel the pain.
He did throw a right uppercut there, which missed. Mike Tyson seems to have gained control of the fight.
That right hand seemed to hurt Tucker. His knee seemed to buckle just for a second.
Right hand up on the top of the head.
When guys are in tremendous shape, it's very tough to see what, to tell whether or not they're hurt or not.
He's hoping they can hit sneak punch with one good shot and hurt you. Now, you gotta move your head a little bit more. You're not moving enough. Move your head, come in and get in there and punch out. You're not punching out at all. You put your arm right around. You gotta punch out. You gotta think about that. You gotta get on me. It's time to
But 2-3 punches
The question for an athlete like Mike Tyson isn't whether he's going to win, but how he wins. It's like a Sebastian Coe, not whether he's going to win the mile race, but what his time is. So what we're going to watch from now on is really, can he break down Tucker? Can he get him hurt? Can he stop him? Can he end in style?
You move your head a little bit more. You need to see more head movement.
That graphic a minute ago saying 15 rounds, as we mentioned.
That's it, move that head. Come on, that's it, get on.
You can hear Kevin Rooney yelling in the background. Get on him, he said. Wanted Tyson to move his head. That's something, Ray, you pointed out about 5 rounds ago.
Yes, you have to move that head in order to get inside and not be the uppercuts. He's very susceptible to the uppercuts.
There's a right hand by Tucker that backed Tyson off.
Get him up, both of you, come on.
There was a big left hand, but again, Tucker shakes his head. I'm okay.
A lot of times, when that left hook of Tyson's landed, because that's the direction that Tony Tucker's moving, it takes away the power of it.
Get to the side, Jeremy, get to the side.
Right hand right above us by Tyson.
What you do, you stop, and then you throw your punches. Then get back on your bicycle.
Mills Lane saying, I don't want to have to penalize you. Let's do some punching. Tyson getting off quicker with his jab now.
It's a good, short, strong, fast left jab of Mike Tyson.
You pretty much agree with that judgment of Larry Merchant, right?
I think it's a little closer than that. But these last few rounds here are very, very important. Again, we talk about judges' criteria, how he's scoring the fight, whether he's scoring the most effective punches or the percentage of punches that are landed.
Well, if in fact ring generalship is a key factor in judging a fight, I really do believe that since about the 5th round, Mike Tyson has been in charge of the fight.
He has been the aggressor. Mike has not been able to land the kind of punches we've seen in the past. And the reason for that is because of the way that Tony Tucker is approaching and has approached his fight.
All right.
Rather than his hand.
Tony Tucker's right hand now is dropping, and that is asking for Mike Tyson's left hook. He needs to throw a little short jab, then step. Like that. Throw a jab, then step in. Get close. Now come.
There it was.
That's what you have to do. That's what he has to do, rather. This jab will get him closer to the taller man, Tucker, and then he can throw his punches. Once again, bro, you see what's happening here. Then he gets in. Now he's starting to cut the ring off. Now he's not following Tucker. Now he's inside again. The jab once again is effective.
It's as effectively as
more and work his way in.
And remember, it's a different kind of jab. Not a jab that you use just to keep a man off of you.
Mike can't keep running with his chin like that. Not with the hand speed of Tony Tucker. I'm almost expecting one to go down because a lot of times both guys are reaching in with their chins first.
Tyson was a little short with both that right and the left.
Will he try?
He looked a little bit like a tired fighter, just looking at him in his corner between those rounds.
Oh, because he's never fought this. This is when your body aches, your legs cramp, but you got to push it. You got to push it to the limit.
And in Tyson's corner, they told him he got 2 rounds left. Fight for the full 3 minutes.
Your arms ache. They start to drop your side. That jab was going to get him closer. Mike's face. And the reason there's frustration is because of what Tucker's doing. He's tying his man up. Those little antics there sometimes work. I mean, he's fighting his fight. He's doing his thing. He doesn't care what people say on the books.
There's been a lot of Tyson opponents that haven't done that.
I mean, just check out.
Come on, let's do it! Hey, go! Stay with him! Stay with him!
You know what happened? The crowd somewhat is booing. Some of them are booing. And while they're booing, it's because they expected the inevitable. And it didn't happen for them. Tucker's fighting a great fight.
Mike Tyson is 1 round away from becoming the unified heavyweight champion at the age of 21.
But interestingly
This
enough,
obviously won't be a dramatic victory unless he does something dramatic here, but it
was interesting. Did you hear Kevin Rooney in the corner saying, with these judges, you never know. You got to go out there and win this round big. So Rooney just being a realist.
I have to say something, bro. You know, when Tony Tucker won the title against Buster Douglas, I felt that he needed more experience to deal with Mike Tyson, that he wasn't strong enough, nor had the experience to deal with Mike Tyson. I said, it'd probably be a blowout. But he said, so what with these so-called experts? I'm going to show you. And this is what he did tonight. You have to take your head off to the guy. Against a guy as mobile, hand speed, height, and reach advantage.
He had the big hat, and while maybe he didn't have all the cattle, at least he had a couple of cows. Crowd getting a little tired of that. Tucker seems to be fighting the kind of fight that he thinks he's winning. There was a big left hand. Tucker says, no, I'm all right. I'm all right. Tyson finishing with a flourish. And so is Tucker. Great finish to a pretty entertaining evening. It's over.
Well, Tony Tucker talked the talk and walked the walk. He fought him. And he was a better fighter than most of us knew that he was. There's an old saying in boxing, you never know how good an unbeaten fighter is. And an unbeaten fighter is hard to beat because he doesn't know that he can be beat. And that's how Tucker fought tonight.
Conversation going on between the two. This seems of a friendly nature.
No, you got it right. All I'm going to say is, praise the Lord, Mike. Praise the Lord, baby.
For the winner by unanimous decision and undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
So Mike Tyson, not surprisingly, the unanimous decision winner over Tony Tucker.
Welcome to the ultimate guide on how to fight like Mike Tyson.
So, good instructions given by the ref in the early going. Mike gets it!
As advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson. Down goes McNeely.
In this video, we'll break down Tyson's unique fighting style, covering his stance, offense, and defense in detail. Everything you're about to learn comes from my personal knowledge, in-depth research, and years of studying fight footage to truly understand the mechanics behind his technique. I'll also be sharing exclusive insights and techniques you won't find anywhere else online. This isn't just another breakdown. You're going to learn Tyson's style in a clear, simple, and practical way that no one else is teaching. Here's what you'll learn in this video: how to adopt Mike Tyson's proper stance, the foundation of his entire style, a deep dive into his defensive techniques, including precise head movement, counterpunching, footwork, body twisting, and how he blocked body shots, how to close the distance and get inside effectively, just like Tyson did against taller opponents, how to stalk and pressure your opponent without being reckless, the art of hitting without getting hit, how to generate knockout power and finish your opponent with precision, and much more. This is the best video on the internet for learning how to fight like Mike Tyson. For a limited time, it's available at a discounted price for the first 5 buyers. After that, the price will go up. You can purchase this video directly from the shop section on my Patreon, or become a member to gain access to all of my exclusive videos. As a matter of fact, just check the video description for the link. Don't miss out.